warrant has been issued for South Florida rapper Kodak Black. Officials say Bill Capri, better known as Kodak Black, violated the conditions of his pre-trial release. This mugshot is from his initial arrest last year, when troopers pulled him over for driving with an expired driver's license and tags, and found on him. The move Kodak Black just pulled could be the end of his rap career. The news dropped that Florida rapper Kodak Black is finally stepping into court over his trafficking and possession charges. Word is because he's a repeat offender. Lawyers think prison time is coming. Forget rehab this time. But here's where it gets messy. Kodak hopped on Instagram Live and straight up admitted he'd been using a certain product. Yep, the same stuff you've seen in Breaking Bad. What you trying to say? Whoever the name, fellow know me. I eat good. I eat good every day, all day. Yeah, man. How or not? Yeah, I don't talking about you said. I don't for real. For real. But I'm going to tell this right quick right now. Everybody be on every you feel me. That why it said that. You feel me? And guess what? That confession could be used against him in court. Reports say the hearing went downhill fast with prosecutors and officials making it clear Kodak isn't getting another chance. The big question now is how long he'll face behind bars, but Kodak didn't seem fazed. The very next day, he's back on TikTok Live like nothing happened. Things are looking real shaky for him. Absolutely. I like that. All right, DP. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you coming up next. I got Camper. I got Anita Baker all on the way. My name is JP Rodri. I'm in for Shelby Rushing today. Hot 105. We rushing today. Hot 105. Kodak's situation even caught the eye of rapper Bu, who warned that jail is about to be brutal for him. Mainly because Kodak did a song with 6ix9ine, and we all know after snitching, 6ix9ine isn't exactly welcome behind bars. Kodak done been in jail, bro. So that was a detrimental move to him, bro. Like 6ix9ine. I'ma tell you this, BL, and I'm pretty sure 6ix9ine knows this too. 6ix9ine is the most hated person in prison. Really? You hear 6ix9ine named damn near every other day. When people looking at their case, they this mother 6ix9ine like he is hated. He's hated. He's hated, bro. What Kodak did he's gonna have to stand on that? He better stay as out of I got 9 calls from the feds from the state. Everything like, boo. Is it true? I know he people up. Bro. They could get on Kodak for that, bro. If he ever that connection could make things tense inside prison. It gets even scarier when you remember Kodak's no stranger to court. He's a repeat offender. That's why the courts are handing him a sentence on February 20th. Back in 2023, Kodak admitted to being on drink, but denied using other substances, while pleading not guilty on possession and firearm charges. I was on, and I was sleep in front of my family house. Bro, and that's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my people's house. But it ain't, and that ain't illegal. And that ain't illegal. I mean, so all that just the process that had to be in other MO, any other mud shot the process that even though like bogus I'm plastered all over the internet, then on top of that it's like, bro, like I'm Haitian. And then it's just like my error, bro, like he got you better soon after the feds raided his house and arrested him the first time. He managed to hire a lawyer who scored him a rehab deal instead of jail time, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday and after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pre-trial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month. It's just unjust and not right about the situation. Black addressing the judge after the pre-trial release technician testified. He may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient. There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of the hair sample. I'll click it. Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as par his pre-trial. This time, luck might not be on his side. Being a repeat offender means prison is looking almost certain. What's wild is that even after a year in rehab, Kodak found a way back to using, and now the streets are watching every move. While in rehab, Kodak hit pause on social media and even stopped making music. He actually used that time to try and turn his life around. he started writing new songs, hitting the gym, and really working on himself. When he finally got out, he dropped a track called Walk, and it looked like a fresh start for Kodak's career. But with the instant buzz from Walk and everybody showing love again, it started going his head. To push his music even more, he hopped on a live stream with Kodak, and things got wild. On the stream, Kodak was sweating like crazy, swatting at invisible things, and yelling all kinds of random stuff. Can't always say it, but at times we feel good. That's when you say it sometimes. Yeah, I thought his name was B. Hey. Oh. The next day, he tried apologizing and explaining what happened, but it didn't really change his behavior clearly. Say, y'all people who be on that, y'all be on tight. Y'all be on type with stupid one, and y'all be so why-like anyway. Yeah, everybody else who be coming like, on that they got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they sent something on, or they try coming to life. Yeah, I can come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro, try to like. And then you, and I don't think the thrill of being live in the spotlight had Kodak hooked, and the streets were watching every move. Kodak got hooked on the idea of connecting with fans and showing his life live. So he jumped on Instagram to stream what he was doing. But things went sideways immediately. Kodak Live streamed himself tweaking out in his kitchen. Music. Hey Muck on the M-long nap, 'cause she taking her today, and you came back. You can't help. And it wasn't a good look. Unfortunately, the chaotic moments didn't stop there. On another Instagram Live, he even said he was waiting to pass away. Probably getting while we waiting at other people, too, right? Other people that don't know how to let time do its thing, like let time do it. Time is the best, what you call it, whether it's going to heal or whatever that's going to let time do it. You got to be patient. Love is patient. Love is kind, I'm saying it. It's no. It makes absolutely zero sense. No sense at all. Try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world. Everybody, don't you mean everybody. Getting while we just down here. Waiting on the reason behind it. Someone tweeted, "Every time I see Kodak Black, I'm so sad. That man's out like 4 baby mamas, and none of you greedy women really care about him. Why aren't y'all helping? Probably just waiting for him to pass away." Fans quickly reacted. Some said, "Every day I see a new video of Kodak strung out, not even acting human." Another warned, "Anyone else afraid Kodak doesn't get help? We're going to lose him." These reactions were sparked by a viral clip of Kodak literally eating chicken in the middle of the row. Wrong thing. Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother. That I want to be part of, I want to dance. And the streets are buzzing watching every messy moment. One of the biggest reasons Kodak spirals and feels a need to use is that deep down he feels like nobody's ever truly loved him. I know girl treated you right. Little thing. Never, bro. I never experienced love before. I never experienced, bro. I never experienced, bro. I never did, bro. I never did, bro. I never experienced love, bro. I know it did, bro. I never had it. I never had it wrong. I never had this, bro. I never had it, man. The fame hit him hard early in his career, and it made it nearly impossible to tell who was real and who was just around for clout. Even Kanye West would relate to that struggle. He tried reaching out to people to get in touch with Kodak and pull him back from the edge. Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm going to fly down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to really go and do something like we can. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. You see me talking. I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot. And just let me go down there and go help this man out. It's honestly sad to see how some people close to Kodak treat him. The next video shows just how cruel it can get. Kodak, clearly off something, is talking about being Drake's favorite rapper, but the person with him just shuts him down and says he's wrong. It's a raw example of how the people around him sometimes gaslight him, making light of his struggles instead of supporting him. The streets are watching, and the video says it all. But the Kodak chaos kept playing out for months. Favorite rapper? Who? I'm his favorite rapper. You Drake favorite rapper? Yeah. Nah. He always say that. Even his people always say that. They always say that even when you know what I mean, even when you're around like, oh no, real. Eventually, another rapper, Bunk, reached out because he knew exactly what Kodak was going through and tried to be there for him. But right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. And from the outside looking in, it's obvious that you and I don't believe for 1 second you just doing for your own enjoyment. Nah, you try to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you're at right now. But by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains been broken. So, I'm qualified to talk about this. You gotta make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely care. So if you come across this video, you want to set the table break bread. Man, how things still didn't immediately get better. The next week, a fan told Kodak they love seeing him sober and doing good. But Kodak snapped back aggressively. Say, I love when Kodak's sober chain's sober. A little winter. No. So for what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. For what? Showing how deep his struggles ran. Later, he made a public appearance at a Baltimore Ravens football game. Fans immediately grew concerned for Kodak's health as he looked off while showing love to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Hey, Kodak, what you got to say about the Ravens? Big applause. Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you got to tell me about that boy LJ, man? Yeah, hey, that boy Yak in the City. Yeah, Yak in the City. I live out here. Hello. That clip went viral, catching the attention of more people who could actually connect with him. Soon, it was announced that Wallow and Jill offered Kodak some real-life advice. Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. Never doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. There's going to be times where you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be in pain, but them babies counting on you. You got to be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, oh, man, a lot of people need you. And they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me. Every time we connect with you, know I got love for you. Not because I need you. I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young. Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady get, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies. Live. These people want to laugh. They want to joke. They want to criticize. They don't know your pain. I don't know your pain. But I know one thing. Them babies counting on you. The streets were watching closely. Every move Kodak made was under the microscope. People around Kodak try to remind him that his life is bigger than just himself. Google even shows he has 5 kids depending on him. And he's also the breadwinner for his family. That's a lot of weight on one person's shoulders. In a surprising and kind of wild move, Kodak was even invited to the White House to speak despite everything going on in his life. Like, imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Oh, if everybody was smart, you gotta have some dope people. Oh, what if everybody was rich? Who can take the trash? Unfortunately, it was obvious he was tweaking during the visit, and clips from the moment started spreading everywhere. Seeing how out of control things had gotten, Kodak realized he needed to take responsibility. He hopped on a podcast and apologized publicly. Honestly, like I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. I'm sorry, man. And I'm sorry. And you know, I'm sorry to everybody that I wronged. And I'm sorry to all the times I made my mom cry. And I'm sorry to like all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to your man. You know what I'm saying? For kind of disrespecting all stuff like that. She accepted my apology, admitting he was wrong and trying to make things right. Unfortunately, Kodak's apology didn't move the needle much. By that point, He was responding to Kanye, and it's clear why Kanye is a real one. He's one of the few people still showing love in the game. And let's be real, he's even one of the only ones who still respects Diddy. Music, Kanye a real one. You know why are you a real one? Cause I'm a Kanye, only did it cause he know he allowed other look at me. And now these wild clips of Kodak are going to show up in his next court hearing. It's looking like the judge won't hesitate to send him behind bars. Rehab already didn't work, so it's time for him to face the consequences for his possession and trafficking charges. If you've been riding with us, you know the streets never sleep, and we're just getting started. Smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to Rap Mirage to join the family. Share this video with all your homeboys. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and get ready. Tomorrow's upload is going to be even crazier, deeper, and absolutely unmissable. We'll catch you in the next one right here at Rap Mirage, where the truth of the streets lives.